Season 5 has brought some much needed changes and improvements to the economy of TDUSC, and I can happily say that they are very good, and making money in this game is way easier, and the grind is almost non-existent. And I can finally say that the finding the way to Changom, again, I hope I pronounced that correctly. I think I didn't pronounce it correctly 6 months ago, and it looks like I'm not pronouncing it very good right now, but I'm trying my best. This navigation race has been finally dethroned, and the delivery missions have also been dethroned because we now have a new best way of making money in Test Drive Unlimited. So look around. And it also happens to be a very TDU DNA way. If you've been living under a rock, well, we now have tax emissions. And you're gonna see in the following clips exactly how TDU they are.
Please get there quickly. I'm not feeling great right now. I hope I'll feel better on the way.
And I had to be quiet there to see the animation, which is absolutely fantastic. I will say one thing about the animation. It lacks a bit of the character that TDU2 used to have, and immediately I lose a bit of points there because she's unwell. I'm gonna tell you about it in a few seconds, but I wanted to finish that idea. TDU2 used to have a bit more character to them, and again, I lose some points. Anyway, they used to have more character, as in they used to lean to the window of your car. And I think that was a really nice thing because I don't know, it feels more real life like. And yeah, I always appreciated that. Unfortunately, it's not the same in this game, but oh well. It's still a good animation. Over the course of this video, and wow, she already sleeps. That's insane. And that's a nice addition to detail, by the way. It's very nice to see that, yeah, she's unwell, so automatically she's sleeping. That's very nice. I stopped there because actually I don't know why I stopped, because the unwell doesn't have problems to the road signs generally, so you're fine. And you're gonna see I actually struggle sometimes with these missions because I play on a keyboard, and unfortunately you can't really control how you press the key fobs,
Hey.
right? And oh, already a request. Let's see, am I gonna answer correctly? And
Thanks a
yeah,
lot.
I am. Max, good response. That's very nice. Um, on a keyboard, it's really hard to control. I mean, you can't really control your moves. And for an unwell person, unwell passenger, it's not good. They're not gonna enjoy if you do sudden moves, like turning to the right suddenly or braking too hard. And yeah, you're gonna get screwed over. They're not gonna enjoy it, and you're gonna lose points, unfortunately. And yeah, there's nothing I can do with a keyboard. I can't just suddenly control the key and press it a bit less. It's something I just can't do. You can't physically change that on a keyboard. So yeah, that's a bit unfortunate, and there's nothing I can do, but I'll try my best. And generally I like to choose other missions. And here's something weird is gonna happen. I have no idea why, but it looks like I have enough time to answer, but suddenly, because I slowed down, the request just disappeared, and I lost like 0.7, and then some rough driving as well. That's unfortunate, very unfortunate. Yeah, the rough driving was my fault, but I have no idea why that request finished so early. But anyway, about the different types of missions. Well, just like, again, rough driving. That's, again, my mistake. But once again, as I said, it's really hard to do these missions on a keyboard. And that's where the multiple types of missions come into play. First of all, the rarity. You have, once again, the same 5 different rarities.
Better and better since I got into
And
your car.
yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm just getting distracted by her. Anyway, there's 5 rarities, just like the delivery missions. You have common, uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary. And obviously legendary give you the most amount of money. And the legendary missions, for the taxi missions are right now the single best method of farming money in this game. If you want to farm money, just reload the game over and over again until you find a legendary mission, and you're gonna get like over 300,000 per mission. That is absolutely insane. But anyway, you have the same 5 rarities, and the next thing is you have different types of missions and different types of passengers. And this is where it gets interesting. Each passenger has different priorities and wants different things. And you're gonna see, I'm trying here to get the 5 stars, and I'm at 499. I'm upset. It says clean driving. I drive a bit too forward and I hit something, and then yeah, I screw it up completely because I wanted that 5 star.
Thank you for driving carefully. Have a wonderful day.
And pretty nice animation, but once again, no window leaning. That's unfortunate. But yeah, I was greedy. I tried to get that 5 star and I didn't manage it, and I got 4.6. So I'm actually not gonna get as much money as I would have gotten with a 499. But still, you're gonna see for an uncommon contract, by the way, 84,000. And here is another example with another type of passenger. And as I said, there are a lot of different types of passengers, going from rushed. And if a passenger is rushed, they don't care if you break the traffic laws or not. They just want to get in time. So that is as fast as possible. And most of those missions only take like 3 to 4 minutes. So this is easy money farming. If you have a rushed taxi mission, that's just perfect. That's literally right now in this game the best way of farming money and XP, especially if you're on Hong Kong, the reputation as well, the XP. Right now the best way is to do taxi missions for rushed clients. That's by far the best way, and I don't know, I just think it's amazing, and it's for everyone, because some people may not like the slow gameplay I'm currently showing you. Some people may just like to break the laws, and in this case, not only do the taxi missions pay the best, they also give you the most XP, and they are the fastest for all intents and purposes. They're really fast, considering they give you so much money. And yeah, so we have rushed. We also have hyper vigilant. In this guy's case, he's hyper vigilant. He wants you to respect every single traffic law. So even the signs you have, remember, you have to stop at stop and give priority signs. You have to give priority to everyone. You have to be very careful. So yeah, another way of driving, you have to respect all the laws. Obviously, traffic lights, I don't even have to talk about that anymore. That's a given, I would say. And look, I have to stop here, give priority, and then I can turn left. So that's really important. The hypervigilants are scared, I guess, or whatever, and they want you to drive impeccable. And also, you have, like I showed you in the last replay, the unwell client. And the unwell client wants you to be very careful with your maneuvers, and like I showed you, I braked too hard or I turned right too quickly. Either way, you have to drive really carefully and not do anything stupid and any quick maneuvers. And in the unwell's case, you don't have to respect every traffic law. You still have to stay at lights, at the red light for example, but you do not have to respect the signs like you have to do with the hypervigilant. You also have relaxed, which is pretty self-explanatory, and I think this is really good. This brings a lot of variety to the game, and I don't know, I think this is amazing, an amazing addition. This might be the best addition in this game so far. Previously I used to think that the delivery missions were the best. I now think the taxi missions are.
Thanks for being so professional. See you again.
I had to be quiet there because yeah, these animations are pretty good. And as I said, the only thing missing about these missions are the more realistic animations with the leaning to the window. I think that would have been cool. But by the way, please look at this money because it's beautiful. 100,000. Wow. And I want to show you as a comparison what the difference is between the delivery missions, which by the way have been buffed. Before, a rare mission like this, actually an uncommon one, it's an uncommon contract like this, used to be 40,000 solar coins. This one is 60,000 for the 911R. We also have on the map the 246 GTS, which is 55,000 for example. And that's because it's easier and it's way shorter, 6.8 kilometers. This is 11.4, so you can see the difference here, but generally you don't really get over 60 in these types of missions in the uncommon contracts. And looking at the taxi contract, it's 67,000. It's 7,000 more. And remember, this is 6.5 kilometers and it's a rushed contract. While not every uncommon contract is rushed, you will have some which are very slow. This 6.5 kilometers means you can easily do this in like, I don't know, 3-4 minutes max, I think. And yeah, this is quite a big difference from the 11 kilometers which you have to do in the 911R. And yeah, the payout is bigger with the taxi contract. So for all intents and purposes, the taxi missions are just better than the delivery missions. Now, of course, some people might not like some of these, which are slower. I mean, the rushed contracts, you just drive like crazy. Some people may not enjoy the slow gameplay of these missions, and not every mission will be rushed, obviously. But nonetheless, they are still better than the delivery missions, and doing them just gives you more money in most likely a faster time. And I wanted to test this for myself. So here we have the 812 Superfast delivery mission. I'm gonna get it very quickly done. It took me like, I think, a bit under 3 minutes, I think. Around 3 minutes is this contract, a bit under 3 minutes. And you're gonna see, we're gonna have a little comparison between this and another Ibiza contract, which is also around 3 minutes. It's 3 minutes and a bit. It's a rushed contract, an uncommon one, so both of these are uncommon, the same tier. And the animation, I'm sorry, I forgot to stay silent, but yeah, it doesn't really matter. We already know the delivery mission animation very well. And by the way, this has been improved. I mean, look at this. 55,000 for the 812 Superfast. This has been substantially improved from last season. They used to be like, what, around 40,000? And now this is almost 60,000. I mean, it's a substantial margin, and it's like really good for an uncommon contract. This appears pretty much every single time I go to Ibiza. This contract appears, so you can do it anytime. You get 60,000 in 3 minutes. And looking at the taxi mission, I want to show you exactly which one it is. So this is why I'm showing how I'm driving here, so you see exactly where it is. It's this guy Diego Torres. It's on Ibiza, somewhere in the middle of the city, I would say. I'm not sure, but
You're here, finally. Let's get going. I need to leave quickly.
yeah, the animation, man. It's really nice. It's really nice, and it really reminds me of TDU 2. So yeah, you can see there, rushed. That's good. And I hope you also noticed the cars I used in this video. It was only the California
Flowing smoothly right now.
and the DBS Superleggera. And honestly, I think these are pretty much the best cars for taxi missions. Period.
You arrived on
I
time.
love them. Absolutely
Much luck at the
fantastic.
moment.
Very, very luxurious, so to say.
I
And
know lots of
just
people around
very
here.
nice looking, very
Drink as
TDU.
well.
I love these cars. These are gonna be my main cars for taxi missions. The California especially uncompetitive, so you could argue why you shouldn't. But I don't care about competitiveness. I care about having fun. And this mission might actually, let's say you do it with an 812 Superfast, like I literally did the delivery mission. This might actually take you the same time as it did, and I'm gonna make a bit of a mistake here. Doesn't really matter, I'm still gonna get there very fast. And now that I think about it, this is actually faster than... Yeah. This is faster than the A12 super fast mission. It's definitely faster. I got here in like...
Thanks for
I
being
was
so
mistaken,
quick.
forgive me. It was
Goodbye.
2 minutes. It was 2 minutes and not 3. So this is actually a minute faster. You're gonna see. Remember the almost 60,000 with the California. Of course, you don't have to hit anything, but also in the A12, you didn't have to hit anything. 82,000. And we're gonna stop here because the next one you're gonna see is the first completion bonus, because this was the first time I completed this contract. So 82,000 is what I'm gonna get, but that's like 20,000 more. It's just insane, honestly. And actually, driving assist bonus, it's like 85,000. So that's it. Period. The taxi missions are better than the delivery missions, and there's nothing else to say. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another one. Bye bye.